Morning everybody, DC here. It's the 26th of the 10th, 2020, and continuing with the understanding the ether. There we go, I got it out in the end. I've been trying to understand about Nikola Tesla's ether and if there is such a thing as ether, and I think there is. So the question is, what is space? So I'm referring to space outside of the Earth's atmosphere and what it's made of. And obviously we do know that it's made of gases, it's made of star water, it's made of light, and obviously there's the stars and the planets and everything else, asteroids and all that. But I think what it boils down to at the end of the day is that everything is light, and it's all forms of light, vibrations. So I think Nikola Tesla was right. Everything is light. It's a bit hard to get your head round that everything's light, but I'll have a go at it. We've got some schematics here. There's the sun, and there's the Earth. And here, this rectangle represents a block of space. 100 miles. I'm old school. I work in miles. 100 miles long and 10 miles deep. And I believe that the space consists of a dielectric sea is the ether. So if you bear with me on this, I'll try and explain that a dielectric sea is the ether. If you can imagine, all these zeros along here represent the dielectric of space. And if you consider light starting from the sun, and it takes a set time to travel, Ken Wheeler reckons it's an absorption rate, which I think he's right. The light's absorbed into the ether. So the light colour spectrum is very fast. You've got from the low frequency to the high frequency of light. And these coloured lines, the red and the green, represent some frequencies. Obviously it's difficult to represent them all. But the frequencies that travel in space are fast and slow. So in this dielectric sea, what I'm trying to say is we've got these red and green loops here, which actually represent frequencies. So these dotted lines here represent absorption rate. So in the ether, the light travels, it's absorbed in a set of frequencies, if you like, or absorption rate. So if you can imagine, in this total sea of dielectricity, all sorts of wavelengths of light travel at any one instance. And what I'm going to suggest now, that as the light travels, it interacts with itself. So you've got like polarized light, non-polarized light traveling along, and it's interfering with itself as it's traveling. And every now and again we're going down to, this is a small version, this oblong here, of this oblong here, this 100 miles by 10 miles. So in that 100 miles by 10 miles, which is represented here, we do have newborn formed energy, if you like, because of the frequencies are going very fast and they clash with one another in the dielectric, and something new is born. And I don't think there's particles in space. I think what you're seeing in space isn't particles, but a newborn light. And I think light can transfer into matter, and matter can transfer back to light. If you consider the sun loses matter or energy. And I think every now and again there is a need to recharge the sun over periods of time. And every time the sun recharges like a capacitor, there is a mini nova. And this happens over a set period of years. And I think probably there's a link to what's going on with our weather now, where the Earth's losing its magnetic poles. They're drifting. And I think that the sun is going to go into a mini flash or a mini nova. What that means for us on Earth, I don't know. But anyway, I'm trying to explain that everything is light in a dielectric sea. I hope that makes sense. I'm a little bit all over the place because it's hard to explain. But just one more time, a block of space, 100 miles long, 10 miles wide, and it consists of a dielectric sea. It's a dielectricity, which is like, if you look up the word dielectric, it means insulation. And insulation in regards to the magnetic frequencies that are going on, which are travelling up and down in this sea and creating other stuff as it's travelling. Okay, that's my take on it, folks, for now. DC signing off for now, and any help or feedback, or you can post any links to the thoughts on the ether, Nikola Tesla's ether. So today, understanding the ether. Thank you very much.